Hello. Just try the mic, not the mic, just try the camera in a couple of positions, but you can't see me because of the way the sun is hitting my face. And I've got a steering wheel in the way. So, where's best? Taking that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Get down like that and you won't be able to see me. Hello. So I'm having myself a little Slurpee and a fag before we drive back because my legs are tired. Incredible the amount of energy that you expel walking on sand. But it's good for the soul. There's the beach people, whatever they are. Yeah, so we're both tired, both quite happy. I think Bodie's laid down, I think, already. So he'll probably have a kip on the way back and then sleep most of the afternoon away, which is lovely. I might also have a kip. I'm quite tired. So I want to say in this video, not to box yourself off. When you define yourself as a certain thing, that can become all encompassing. It can become all that you are. And it's not, is it? Last time I was here, we just had a little bit of bimble up and down, and a lady in a passenger seat, there was no driver, I don't know where he was, a lady in a passenger seat, a little bit plump. She said, "Oh, lovely dog, is it a collie?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "What's his name?" Anyway, Bodie, and he squeaked, and she went to stroke him, and she moved one arm and couldn't reach, and she just, oh well, and that was the end of it really, you know. And I said, "It's cold out here." I said, "But a beautiful day, all the same, the sunshine, you know, got lucky this time of year." She said, "Yeah." And then she said, "Do you remember how it was 2 years ago, the beast from the east?" And I said, "Yeah, I do, that was bad, you know." And got into a little bit of a conversation, not a lot. And I said, "Have you had a walk?" No, I didn't. I said, "The sand is difficult to walk through. Have you had a walk up there?" And she said, "I don't walk anywhere, I'm too fat." And I said, "Oh, like that?" She said, "Well, I am." She said, I don't bother walking. She said, "I'm happy just to sit here, really." And I said, "Oh, that's a bit of a shame, really, because it is lovely and beautiful views and what have you." And she said, "Well, I'm just too fat." And I thought then she'd really boxed herself off, you know, just, "Oh, I don't do anything because I'm fat." Well, fat people can walk. A lot of fat people can walk. But we could all do that. We could all box ourselves off in loads of different ways. And I've met loads of people that have over the years. And I think it's a real shame. I know I've spoken about this before, but I won't say his name. A particular friend of mine, old friend, went to primary school with him. Then we went to separate bigger schools, but the same sort of school, just secondary modern, but different schools. And then we worked together. Our very first job, we worked together for 4 years, and that closed down. And then that was just a warehouse packing job, you know, just nothing really. And that closed down, so we worked together again for a while. I'm not sure how long for, maybe 6 months or a year, at another place. And then I moved on and moved away and all the rest of it, you know, and thought about my life, and I changed my life and everything else. And I ended up getting quite a lot of qualifications in sort of teaching and counselling and psychology and things like that. So I started to look for work within that sort of realm, you know, so that I could use those qualifications. What's the point in doing all of that if you're not going to use it, you know? And quite a long time went by, 25, 30 years, I suppose, 30, yeah, nearly 30 years that had gone by. And we linked up again, and he's still working in a warehouse, doing the same sort of job that we was doing. I was 15, so was he when we left school. Same sort of job and all the rest of it. And I said, "Are you happy doing that?" And he said, and didn't answer, just... So I said, "Well, are you happy doing it?" And he said, "Well," he said, "it's what I know, it's what I do, that's what I am." So he'd boxed himself off, that's what I am. And his missus was speaking to me about what I'd done and what I was looking to do and what have you. And I started to mention some things. He said, "Bloody hell, you and I have changed." And he was a bit off with me, but that's fine. And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Of course I've changed, I've grown up, we all change." And he said, "Yeah," he said, "I ain't got a fucking clue what you're talking about." So I just sort of changed conversation. I thought, well, that'll do then, But I worked hard to get to where I wanted to get to, and I was very pleased that I got to a position that I could do a good job, well paid, well rewarded, but also a rewarding inside, very rewarding job inside, and that was really important to me, probably more important than the money. So, after a number of years, I suppose, of working and what have you, I made up my mind that I wanted to retire when I was 50, because I thought, if you retire at 50, you've still got quite a number of years in front of you of reasonable health, and you can enjoy your life, your fairly young retirement. So I set my goal at 50. I actually retired when I was 48 in the end, so that was great, and which meant that we could get out and about, which meant I could go travelling and just live the life that I wanted to be living and do the things that I wanted to be doing before sort of old age crept up. Then I was diagnosed, as you know, with osteoarthritis, and things become very difficult for me, and I couldn't travel anymore and all the rest of it, which was a shame. And as much as I miss it, I'm glad that I've done it, and I've got those happy memories and all the rest of it. Then a few years went by, and the job that I now do came up. I wasn't looking for it, but it came up, and I was recommended, and I got a phone call, and I had to attend 3 interviews, and that was a bit complex and what have you, and I kept thinking, do I really want this, but they assured me it would only be limited hours, because I said I can't work full-time, I don't want to be working full-time and what have you, but I get, I'm very lucky and I'm very blessed. I'm not saying this in a bragging way, but I get a full-time wage and then some for doing just a number of hours, and that is fantastic. That really is fantastic, and I couldn't be happier with the job. I did a couple of hours the other day, and that was it. Probably for the rest of the week, I don't know, but I get a full-time wage, and a very good full-time wage. So I'm in a very, I don't take it lightheartedly, but I'm in a very blessed and very grateful position that I'm in to be able to do that. And that's wonderful. But when I think back, I worked really, really hard to get to the position that I finally got to. I really did work hard. I didn't just accept, I just work in a warehouse and that's the end of it. I know somebody who's a taxi driver. He's been doing it for 30 odd years, and grew to absolutely hate it. And he's as miserable as sin. Everybody says how miserable he is. And we had a conversation. And I said to him, what would you like to do? And he said, I've no idea. He said, this is just what I do. This is all I know. This is what I am. And I said, it's not, But he's boxed himself off. And, the last time I spoke to him, I don't know when it was, 5, 6, 7 years ago. But I was told recently he's still doing it and driving for the same company. Really boxed himself off. So that's the message of the video, really. Don't box yourself off. There's a big life out there. You never know what's out there. If you keep yourself open, don't box yourself off. Keep yourself open good things may come to you. You never know. And give it a try. You know, I've tried a number of different jobs in my life. Before I found teaching, I was a dustman, a warehouse worker, I was a driver, I was a packer, I was a gardener, I worked in Tesco's. So many different jobs I've done really prior to starting a new avenue, a new path, you know, not boxing myself off but keeping myself open, because I think, and I'm not a job snob, I'll do anything, you know, but I think that warehouse and Tesco's and a gardener and a driver, they're all the same vein, you know, they're the same group of jobs, if that makes sense. And I wanted something bigger, something more, something that I could really, really get to grips with and make a difference to somebody's life. And you don't really make a difference, I'm knocking any job, you don't make a great deal of a difference being a gardener or working in Tesco's to anybody's life, not really. And I wanted to make a big difference to people's lives, and that's why I had to do what I was doing, you know. And all the teaching and all the training and all the stuff that I went through, and writing dissertations at 2:30 in the morning, and oh God, you know, all the examinations, and it went on and on and on. I never ever thought I was going to achieve a quarter of what I achieved, so I'm very, very lucky, and I am blessed, and like I say, I don't take it lightly. But if you box yourself off saying, well, I'm just a taxi driver, that's all I am, or I'm just this or I'm just that, then I think that's a shame, because you might not reach your full potential. You may not even know what your potential is. It's a short life, and I think we've got to keep ourselves open, grab what's out there. Okay. Oh. Right, finish this fag, finish my Slurpee, and then drive home. Have a good day, everybody. Take care and be well. Ta-da.